Return winner. Actually, you have there were plenty of people that saw me and Jonas in one room because I was at CTWC 2019. Anyways, let's get started for the last match of Classic Tetris Gauntlet Top 8. We have Jake Games going through many deciders to make his way up here, and Jeff also going through many deciders to make his way up here. Is Jeff? That's correct. Boom, Tetris for Jeff, and trust me, there will be booms in this matchup. Anyways, both players are getting ready to start scoring their first Tetrises. Jeff actually seated at number 3. Jake seated in the 20s here. Jake didn't really win too many matches during this past season of Gauntlet. Both players actually set up for a Tetris, holding out for their first long bar. And they're both burning. Jeff already has to burn 4 lines. But Jake is going to knock down a Tetris. Jeff's still holding out for this long bar. I believe this is a huge long bar drop for Jeff right now. Where's the long bar at? Long bar, there it is, but 2 long bars when his well was covered. Now he opens it back up, and there it is, a well-deserved boom Tetris for Jeff. 34,000 for Jeff, 30,000 for Jake. Jake knocks down another Tetris, goes up to 53,000. And now Jake is Tetris ready. Jeff now, Tetris ready, knocks down a Tetris, 83,000 for Jeff, 99,000 for Jake. Jake now sets up an interesting overhang there, but it had the potential to burn it out efficiently. Goes to 121,000. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with this. And, ooh, sets up a Z-spin, misses the Z-spin. Meanwhile, Jeff knocks down a Tetris, 107. And Jake misses a tuck right there. Jake is going to be forced to burn. And we almost had the exact same score there for a second. Jeff Tetris ready. Jake now having to do some burning. This is where Jeff is going to take the lead after a boom Tetris for Jeff. 153,000 to 132. And Jeff is going to knock down another Tetris. 175,000. Jeff now needs 2 J's, or at least a J and an I combination. Now definitely needs a J or an I combination. Now Jeff in need... might be setting up for a dirty here. Eyepiece came a piece too late. Probably try and find a way. It's going to burn out a double, followed up by a single. Meanwhile, Jake is clean, building up for row 2 Tetrises. And Jeff knocks down a dirty Tetris, goes to 203. Jake goes to 183. Jeff now, Tetris ready. L or J dependency over there to the left. Getting very problematic, kind of getting high in the center, but knocked down a Tetris. 227 to 208. Jake continuing to maintain this elevated well. Now Jeff finally opening up the well. Jake still Tetris ready. Tie game. Jake knocks down a Tetris, going in the lead. 254. And Jeff is just getting very unfortunate pieces this set. He needs the eyepiece, gets an eyepiece. Now he's Tetris ready. Jake now at 278. Is now starting to build up for his next Tetris. Jeff now Tetris ready, able to get that L piece all the way over. Burns down for a safety triple. And finally, Jeff knocks down another Tetris, goes to 266,000. Jeff now knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 288,000. Jake, however, 2 Tetris lead right now. Jeff with a nice little horizontal J-tuck there. Is going to knock down another Tetris. Goes up to 314, trailing by half a Tetris. However, is slightly ahead. Jake now, Tetris ready. Both players Tetris ready. Can we get a simul Tetris here? And we almost had it. 350 for Jake. 338 for Jeff. Now Jeff looking for ideal pieces to try and resolve this. Looking for an eyepiece to go over there in column 5. Gets an eyepiece. Jeff is now Tetris ready. And that's going to be another boom Tetris for Jeff. 364,000 to 380. Jake knocks down a Tetris. Goes to 400k. He is on pace for a 550k transition. And that's going to be another Tetris for Jeff. 388,000, only trailing Jake's score by 1 Tetris. And another Tetris for Jeff, tying up Jake's score. But Jake answers right back with Tetris. Both separated by roughly half a Tetris now. Jake, after a couple of burn lines, finally gets set up for the right well. We have roughly 18 lines-ish till transition, give or take 1 or 2. Jeff now Tetris ready after that long bar. Could have got Tetris ready earlier and utilized that long bar to score for a Tetris, but he's going to use 2 long bars, back-to-back Tetrises. Jeff takes the lead, 457 to now 456. Tie game just about. Jeff knocks down another Tetris, 480,000. Jake now Tetris ready, knocks down another Tetris, goes up to 478,000. Incredibly close game. Jeff now 1 more Tetris till transition. Jake transitions at 506. Jeff is going to transition at 508. 2,000 points separate them at transition. Now it all comes down to 19. Jake has already knocked down a Tetris. And he's going to knock down another one, goes to 556,000. Jeff knocks down a Tetris, goes to 533,000. Trailing by 1 Tetris here. Both players are Tetris ready now. Jeff knocks down a Tetris, tying up the game, 558 to 556. Still 2,000 points separate them, but Jake is going to knock down a Tetris, goes to 581. Jeff has a little bit of burning that he has to do, but he can definitely manage. Not necessarily dangerous, but Jake is going to knock down another Tetris, go up to 607,000. Nice adjustment over there by Jake. And now Jake is now trying to get good pieces to go Tetris ready. He's going to burn off a piece to the side. He's going to stack aggressive, stack the long bar on the end. However, Jeff now waiting for the long bar, doesn't get it, but finally opens it up after covering up the well briefly. 590,000 for Jeff. Jake knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 662,000, almost 100,000 point lead for Jake. Jeff now needs to really start scoring here, but RNG's not giving him favorable pieces, but nice delay burn setup. Now Jeff is ready for a center well Tetris, goes up to 626. Jake is now starting to get up a little bit high, sets up a T-spin dependency and misses the T-spin, but knocks down a Tetris. 695 for Jake. Jeff now at 635, has to do a slight amount of burning, but now he's ready to start building up for Tetrises once again. Jake at 698. Jeff is Tetris ready, waiting on the next long bar. Where's the next long bar? Where is it? There it goes, Jake. Jake now also in a little bit of trouble. Jeff knocks down Tetris, 666,000 for Jeff. He's Tetris ready again. Jake now hits the S-spin when he needed to hit it. If he missed that, that would have been very problematic. Gets the T-piece all the way over to the left, waiting for the long bar. Where's the long bar? Jeff has closed the gap. We're only separated by a couple thousand points. Jake is getting droughted, but Jake finally knocks down a Tetris, 742,000. Jeff is at 700,000. Needs an L or a J to get Tetris ready. Now needs an L to get Tetris ready. Gets an L, has to burn off a couple more pieces. And now RNG's not giving him friendly pieces. Now Jake is back up to a 70,000 point lead. Jeff is now Tetris ready and knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 739,000. 2 Tetrises separate them, but Jake is in a little bit of trouble. He needs to get a piece over there to the left, as well as has a long bar dependency. Fills in the long bar dependency, needs to get a piece over to the left. He gets the long bar over, goes to 783. Jeff knocks down a Tetris, goes to 770. Incredibly close match. This will go to kill screen if they keep playing like this. However, Jeff, with a very unfortunate piece right there, is now being forced to burn this out, and he's trying to burn it out in the most efficient way possible. He trails Jake's score by 1 Tetris. Jake is Tetris ready. He covers up the well right as soon as the long bar comes, and Jeff is still trying to dig out. However, Jeff now almost all the way out of the dig, but unfortunately, a couple pieces prolonged his dig. He needs to get a piece over there to the left. Gets it over with a nice quick tap. Jake is getting up a little bit high, and I'm not sure if Jake can survive it. He gets the long bar, but he couldn't rotate it. Jake tops out at 800,000. Jeff needs to get to 800,000, but can he do it? His board's incredibly high, but he's not going to be able to do it, and Jeff's going to top out at 787. Jake takes game 1. What a fantastic first game to the set. Jake only winning by 13,000 points, less than a Tetris. All right, we got a ready from Jeff. Is there a ready from Jake? And we got a ready from Jake. Let's go ahead and count it down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Absolutely insane first game. Going down to where literally 1 Tetris was the difference between victory and defeat. However, That is just the first game. We have a potential of 4 more in the set. And winner of this will go to play Laser Monkey, who upsetted Tristop. So definitely exciting. Anyways, Jeff and Jake now trying to get Tetris ready. Jeff knocks down his first Tetris. Jake having to do a slight amount of burning, but it's only going to cost him 2 lines. And he's Tetris ready, just waiting on the next long bar. Anyways, Jeff now 74,000, Jake at 92,000. Jake playing slightly more efficient than Jeff, but this is the beginning of the game. However, Jeff is not going to be able to capitalize on that long bar. Almost set up 2 J-piece dependencies. And now Jeff is Tetris ready. Jake sets up a couple of spins, misses the spin. That's going to cause Jake to miss out on that Tetris. But able to get that long bar all the way over. Not going to really hurt Jake too much. Jeff goes up to 104,000. 127,000 for Jeff. Jake at 144,000. Back down to the calmer part of the game. Level 18, slower speeds. A lot more is possible in terms of stacking capability. And can we see? Oh, could have seen the boiler spin there, but Jake is having to burn down. Running into quite the drought here. Jeff is able to take just about a 1.5 Tetris lead. Jake opens up the well. And RNG's just not giving him the pieces, but he still has a clean enough stack. And finally gets the long bar, knocks down a Tetris, and almost placed the long bar in the 3 and 4 column gap. Now Jake now look like he's in a little bit of trouble. If he gets the long bar, he will be able to knock down a Tetris. He's going to burn down a double. Now Jake now just having to try and focus and burning this out. Meanwhile, Jeff is going to keep it safe and conservative. Knocks down the Tetris, goes to 226,000. Jake now still being able to knock down a triple, is now in a more comfortable position. Jeff having to do just a slight amount of burning it before he can get to scoring Tetrises again. 1 Tetris difference for both of these players, so we have another close game. And they're still on pace to transition with a 500k transition. I mean, to last game, we saw that it was almost 2,000 points separating them the entire time. Jake now trying to get Tetris ready a little bit high. It's going to be a row 2 Tetris if he gets the pieces for it. Now Jake Tetris ready for a row 2 Tetris. Jeff knocks down Tetris, goes to 279. Jake holding out for this long bar. Gets the T-piece all the way over to the left. And he hits the S-spin. Missing there would have been fatal. And Jake finally knocks down another Tetris. 265 goes up to 288. Jeff with a massive long bar dependency in the center of his stack. He's set up for a dirty. Will RNG give it to him? But he's not going to play that aggressive. He's just going to burn down. This gives Jake the chance to take the lead. 311,000 to 286. And now Jeff with an L piece dependency needs an L or some like piece. And ooh, still going to fall behind here. $294,000 for Jeff, 357,000 for Jake. That's going to be another Tetris for Jake, 380,000. And it looks like Jake is going to continue maintaining this row 2 Tetris. It's nothing necessarily difficult to do. But Jake is going to knock down another Tetris, 402,000. Definitely on pace for another 550k transition. Meanwhile, Jeff falling just a little bit behind in pace, just really wasn't able to score too many Tetrises. And he's Tetris ready. But he's going to have to start burning this down. So it's getting a little bit dangerous. Burns down for a double, followed up by a single. Where's the long bar? Knocks down a Tetris, looking for a J piece or a T piece. Is going to burn down conservatively. But Jake, now with a very troublesome left, he gets the I piece over and a J over. Oh my gosh, this survival. Jake is a couple 12 lines away from transition, so Jeff can capitalize and catch back up. But Jeff sets up another long bar dependency. Jeff knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 396. And Jake now in safe position. Jeff with a nice spin over there with the L. Hits the S spin. Jake transitions at 462. Jeff can get one more transition, or Tetris by transition. He transitions at 428,000. Jake now dealing with a row 2 here. However, he needs to open up the well. Well is open, waiting on the long bar. And Jake's going to knock down Tetris, bringing him up to 489,000. Jeff now, Tetris ready, holding out for the long bar. Burns down for a safe double. Still needs a way to burn down. Can he get the long bar? Gets the long bar all the way over to the left, but misdrops. Several misdrops for Jeff. Not sure if he's going to be able to get anything over. And Jeff is going to top out at 435,000, but right as soon as Jake tops out at 490,000, Jake now goes up 2-1. Oops. That's not it. Oh yeah, this is it. All right, I see a ready from Jeff. And we got it ready from Jake. Let's go ahead and count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Jake 2-1, or not 2-1, 2-0. Broom currently in hand, ready to potentially sweep Jeff, the third seed for Classic Tetris Gauntlet Gladiators League. And Jake is actually your reigning champ for Classic Tetris Gauntlet Season of Fire, managing to take down Coffee in the decider, also pulling off a reverse sweep. Anyways, Jeff knocks down to Tetris 25,000. Jake hits the Z-spin this time. Saw him miss a ton of spins today. Goes up to 69,000. Jeff knocks down Tetris and goes to 49,000. Now, ooh, interesting adjustment over there by Jake. Wanted to continue building the double wide. However, the stack is getting very dangerous. But we saw what he was able to survive earlier. Can he survive this? Oh no, Jake is in trouble. Can RNG bail him out here? But it doesn't look like it's gonna... Can he? No, he's not gonna be able to. And Jake is gonna top out at 74,000. And Jeff takes game 3 just like that. So no longer can Jake sweep Jeff. However, he does have the advantage going into game 4. We got it ready from Jeff. We got it ready from Jake. Let's go ahead and count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Now, Broom is in Jeff's hand as he tries to... Wow. Jake already starting out the game with interesting placements. And that's going to cost him at least a couple of Tetrises. Meanwhile, both of these players are 1.2 plus players. Jeff knocks down Tetris, goes up to 22,000. And Jake now having to try and burn this out. Jeff, meanwhile, Tetris ready. He's going to take a safe double, or safe 2-line burn. And Jake with a dirty Tetris up that high is going to knock down a Tetris, tying up Jeff's score briefly before Jeff knocks down another Tetris. However, Jeff goes up to 49,000. So... little bit of a unique start over there for Jake. He set up for another dirty Tetris, playing incredibly aggressive. Nice flat burns over there on the right-hand side. And this is going to be a dirty Cinderella Tetris if he gets the long bar. And let's go. Boom! Dirty Cinderella Tetris for Jake. And he's set up for another one. Almost playing like he would Quaid, like a younger version of Quaid. 78,000 for Jake. 118,000 for Jeff. Jake knocks down another Tetris. 101,000 for Jake. Jeff now Tetris ready. Jake trying to maintain this dirty center well. And so far is working out for him. But however, he is going to knock down another Tetris. 124,000. And Jake now Tetris ready again for a dirty center well. He's going to go for the aggressive burn as opposed to taking the triple. But takes the triple there. That's going to be a Tetris for Jake. 153. Jeff goes up to 188. And now Jake finally cleaning out. Jeff might actually go for a left well. He's going left well this time, saying that Jake isn't the only one that can play all over the board. And Jeff knocks down a left well Tetris. 212,000, 177,000. I have no idea what that was. 236 to 200,000. Jake now only within one Tetris, or not even one Tetris, half a Tetris from catching Jeff's score. And with that Tetris, Jake takes the lead, 246. But Jeff takes it right back, 259. What an impressive way to display aggression using a center well, keeping up and almost surpassing Jeff's score, 269 to 282. Truly phenomenal. That's going to be another Tetris for Jeff. 305,000 to 269. Another Tetris for Jake. Goes up to 291. Jake knocks down another Tetris. Tying it back up. 314 to 306. Jeff knocks down a Tetris. Going up to 329. We actually have some insane paces going on right now. You can see some 500, high 500k transitions from both of these players. However, Jeff gets a couple of unfavorable S pieces and needs to burn down. Can we see a line spin there? Ooh, had an opportunity for a line spin. Could potentially have kept the boards just slightly cleaner. And nice adjustment. But oh no, Jeff is in trouble. Jake also not in necessarily the best of situations either. But he has the well open, knocks down a Tetris, goes to 343. Jeff at 342. You can say they're almost neck and neck. 344,000 for Jeff. Jeff now perfect pieces. Tetris ready. Both play. Jake knocks down a Tetris, goes to 370. Jeff, wow, goes to 370 as well. They were separated by 25 pushdown points. And Jake with the boiler spin right there. Very nice. And he's going to knock down a Tetris, goes up to 394. And Jeff knocks down a Tetris, goes to 394, separated by 15 pushdown points. But Jake knocks down a Tetris. And Jeff also knocks down a Tetris. 15 pushdown points is all that separates them. You can't get any more neck than this. Jake knocks down a Tetris. Jeff now holding out for the next long bar. Where is the long bar? He's going to burn down for a double. And Jake's going to knock down a Tetris, but so is Jeff. 441 to 462. And another Tetris for Jeff. Goes up to 464. Jeff and Jake Tetris ready. 20 lines till transition just about for both. And this is a do or die game for Jeff. Can he force a decider here? It's going to be another Tetris and another Tetris for Jake. 487 to 508. And now Jeff Tetris ready. He's going to knock down another Tetris. Goes to 510. Separated by 2,000 points. Jake Tetris ready. Now Jake now sets up a nice delay burn. Jeff having some stream issues here. Jake goes to 555,000. 2 more Tetrises potentially before transition. And he's going for them, minimalizing burning. Yeah, Jeff is just frozen in time, so we're going to refresh Jeff. Oh, no, but he's good. Sweet. 537,000 for Jeff. Jake transitions at 580. However, Jeff now is going to transition at 539, but his stack isn't the best. Gets the long bar over there to the right to help him burn this down. Now, both players now having to dig into transition. But Jake is the closest. Jake actually setting up for he's set up for a center well. And that's going to be a boom center roll Tetris for Jeff. Goes up to 619,000. Jeff now burning down, almost trailing by 100,000 points. Jake set up for another center well, but is this playing a little bit too aggressive? Has to cover it up with a S piece. And now Jake once again have to cover up the well. Meanwhile, Jeff is in prime position to start scoring. Jake burns down for a triple. Jeff needs to find some way to try and keep the stack safe while being efficient at scoring Tetrises. Jeff and Jake are clean. However, Jeff goes for an unfortunate burn. It's going to cost him a couple of lines. Jake goes at 684,000, 100,000 point lead. Jake now knocks down Tetris, goes to 712. Jeff now finally Tetris ready at 567,000. Burns down a couple of lines, waiting on the long bar. Burns out a single, and that's going to be a boom Tetris for Jeff, 597,000. Jake now Tetris ready, up a little bit high, but he's going to knock down a boom Tetris for Jake, 743,000. Another Tetris for Jake, 771,000. Jeff is starting to get up a little bit high. He needs to find some way to navigate down. Burns down with a Tetris. Goes to 528,000. Jake now Tetris ready. He's going to knock down another Tetris. Goes to 800,000. Is actually on 1.1 place if I'm not mistaken. Jeff knocks down Tetris. Goes to 658,000. Jake now almost Tetris ready. Tetris ready now. Jeff now needs a couple more lines to burn. Or not burn, but a couple more pieces to set on the board before he can get Tetris ready. Now needs to burn off a piece to the side. Jake is Tetris ready. Now, after burning off that, Jeff now holding out for the long bar. Where's the long bar? There's going to be a long bar for Jeff, putting him at 696. Jake goes to 867. Jeff knocks down another Tetris, 726. Still down by 100,000 points, but if Jake makes a mistake, Jeff can potentially still come back. And Jeff going for a couple of smart burns here. He's Tetris ready. Jake is up very high. Oh no, he can't do anything. The pieces are falling for Jake. He's trying his best to tap to survive. He's getting pieces over. Oh my gosh, can he actually survive this? But no, after that OP miss drop, Jake is going to top out at 873. Jeff has to get to 873. He needs to score 100,000 points in these last few levels. He can't line this out. He's Tetris ready. He needs to get to 874. Let's say 874. Jeff is going to knock. Oh my gosh, he got it over. And he knocks out a Tetris, bringing him to 829. Two more Tetrises will do it. Can he force it aside? He's Tetris ready. He's going to burn down for a triple. It's at 840 right now. A Tetris and change will do it if I'm not mistaken. Needs to get to 874. 874 is the score to get. He's Tetris ready. Where's the long bar? Oh no, he's starting to get up a little bit high. He gets the long bar, and he can't get it over. And Jeff is going to top out at 844, meaning Jake advances. Lost Daz and just was unable to get the long bar over. Incredibly close game. Came down to the wire. But in the end, Jeff just couldn't get the long bar over. And now we move up over to your top 4 match of Miles versus Batboy.